How's it going, guys? So big day in Moto Land today. The Moto G just got announced. So if you need like the specs or anything, I'll have a link in the description below on where you can get that. Real quick, I'm just gonna talk about the pros and the cons. So I have them on my Google Keep because I love that application, and we're just gonna go through them real quick. Actually, let's do the cons first. There's not that many cons. So obviously, it's no longer waterproof, so that's the big one because the Moto G3 was waterproof. It's still water resistant, so it's got the nanotech coating, but no longer waterproof. It's only available in a 5.5-inch screen, so for those people wanting the smaller phones, I'm sorry. It looks like the consensus is out. Everybody's doing bigger phones. I mean, at least, no. They really should have done a smaller screen. I'm not sure why they didn't. But both of them, both the Moto G4 and the G4 Plus, which I think is going to confuse people since iPhone did iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus and all that nonsense. Now they see the Moto G. I already saw somebody do a review talking about, oh, the Moto G will be better for one-handed use. I think it will be because it doesn't have the fingerprint sensor, so the bottom chin will be smaller. But it's still a big screen. The curved back is gone. Now this is not totally terrible, and I'll tell you why in the next one on the con side of it. But yeah, the curved back is no longer there. The dimple is also a little bit smaller as well, so I didn't put that there, but that's something that I noticed. I believe it's mostly plastic. I've heard the sides are metal. At least that's what they said in the presentation, so it should be metal. But people that have had their hands on it are saying that's plastic. So, and it's also a little bit of a minimalistic design. It doesn't look that good in pictures, but I think it looks better in person. Like when I first saw a hands-on video on it, and I'll have a link in the description below for that too, which you've probably already seen it. But it looks pretty good, especially like the way the back is made. So let's go to the cons. The micro textured back, I actually like it. And this, like when you see that, it actually looks good. It keeps it from being as minimalistic as it looked like in the earlier like low resolution videos. Gorilla Glass 3, of course. You got the SIM adapters included, depending on the region. So this was for India. They had dual SIM, and there was a SIM adapter there in case you have like a nano SIM, which is very useful because a lot of people have nano SIMs nowadays. But you know, just in case you have a micro SIM, you'll be good too. It'll turn your nano SIM into a micro SIM, which is dope. That is a positive. Like they went to a 5.5-inch 1080p display this time around, which is really good compared to they stayed at 720p for a while. You got the so there's no more 8 gigabytes, which is awesome. So you got 16 to 64 gigabytes, 2 to 3 gigabytes of RAM. So they really amped it up on the spec side of things. 3000 milliamp battery with turbocharging, and the turbocharging is included, at least in India. Hopefully it'll be the same in the US. And then 6 hours and 50 minutes, so that's awesome. It's not dual front facing speakers, but the speaker is front facing, so the speaker will be right here, and so there'll be 2 in 1. Kind of like how they did with the Moto E. It is stock Android, guys, so don't worry. Lenovo didn't mess anything up. They kept it stock Android, and I'm so happy about that. So it's very stock. I believe in a 32 gigabyte version, there was about there's only 7.54 gigabytes used, so you had a 25 gigabytes left to use for your own stuff, which was awesome. And Lenovo didn't add a lot of apps at all. They might have added like a file explorer, and you still got the Moto display and everything. Fingerprint sensor is actually really good. It's on the front, which sucks, but it's really fast, and you don't have to like turn on the screen to turn on. That's one thing I hate about the S7. I have to like literally turn on the phone and then touch it. Not on this one, you just touch it and it goes on, kind of like with the Nexus 6P. Updated camera. Apparently this camera has been ranked by DXOMARK at an 84, beating out the iPhone 6 Plus. It's tied with the iPhone 6s Plus, Droid Turbo, and Nexus 6P. So that's gonna be good to test out. An updated camera app. You got manual controls now too, so ISO, white balance, shutter speed, and all that. You can do that. And also there's a shutter button now, but you can choose. So you can use the shutter button, or you can use the just tap on the screen to take the picture. Updated Moto display. I'll show you guys how that looks there. So they added something that pick up the, so if let's say somebody's calling you, you forgot to put your phone on vibrate, you pick it up, your phone will stop ringing, which is awesome because you know if it's that moment, you know, it might take some time to do that. Just as soon as you pick it up, it goes on vibrate. The flip to go to do not disturb. This is like, you know, Samsung I believe did this. Yeah, they've done it in a couple of phones. I don't know if they still have it on the S7 Edge. I haven't checked it out, but it's something that they did before. So people say I don't ever give Samsung props. I do. It's just they don't do that well in a lot of things. And it will be upgraded to Android and NO. So a lot of good news, guys. There are way more cons than way more pros than there are cons when it comes to the Moto G4 and the Moto G4 Plus. The Moto G4 Plus obviously is the better one. Obviously gonna be the more expensive one, but so far so good. And let's take a look at some of the screenshots I took. So like I said, you don't see Lenovo anywhere, so they're not like pushing their name. You clearly see just Moto, the new Moto G4 Plus, which I like. You know, there's not like a lot of Lenovo branding all over the place. The Moto name is alive and well. The Moto bat symbol is everywhere. It's also on turbo power. You can see like they kind of change how the that looks right there. So they've changed a little bit. They've done like little changes. Let's go to the next picture. Then this is like kind of the camera app, so we've taken the picture when you're editing, so there's more filters now. It looks a little bit more enhanced. Motorola kept their camera gallery, at least the editing portion, they haven't changed it in years, so this is good to see them changing it. There you go with the shutter button there. You know, you have your timer, flash, HDR, professional mode. Zoom in here. You can see, I believe, exposure, you got ISO, you got white balance, shutter speed, and focus. So that's awesome right there. So now you have full manual controls with the camera app. And honestly, this is much needed, and hopefully it'll be raw support as well. And here's an updated look at the Moto display, which is still there. So this is awesome, guys. I definitely am happy to see all of this. I'm happy that it's all here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think. Subscribe for more videos.